the 189th meeting of the Battle of the Bricks. Last time the Cats and Redhawks met up, Ohio picked up a 69-65 win in the Convo. But they've dropped their 4 of their last 5 road games against MAC East foes. Ohio softball returns to the Diamond today for a road trip to Athens. Not just down the street to the Ohio softball fields, but Athens, Georgia. It's also another chance for the Bobcats to beat a team ranked above them in the polls, something they haven't done this season. Lindenwood jumped ahead of Ohio this past weekend. That upset is entirely possible. Michigan is coming into Friday night's game still bitter from another loss from another Ohio foe in the Big Ten tourney. Over on to men's hoops. After a rout of Kent State on Wednesday night, the Bobcats are hoping that they can maintain that level of intensity for the rest of conference play. The true test, though, is tomorrow. The Battle of the Bricks will be hitting the hardwood as rival Miami comes to town. Miami is looking to rebound after a tough loss to Bowling Green. A win over the Golden Flashes would advance Ohio to Cleveland for the second straight season and give the Bobcats their 14th win on the season for the first time since the 2007-2008 season. Kent State comes to Athens after ending the regular season by dropping 8 of their last 9 games. As some local teams look to step onto the Convo for the first time this season, one team will be stepping onto the Convo floor for the last time this season. The Bobcat squad will step onto the hardwood looking a little green, though. Green as in green fever, that is. The cure? A win against number 1 Akron in the national spotlight, of course. Akron took the first game in Akron against Ohio 68-63. In their last meeting, 4 Ohio players scored in double figures, but 4 Bobcats also followed out in a loss. 2 girls squads will duke it out for a district title tomorrow night against each other. TVC Hockey Conference crown Waterford and runner-up Eastern will meet one more time this season with a little more than a conference crown on the line. It's number 1 seeded Waterford against number 2 seeded Eastern. Peyton Manning is still taking over some of the spotlight. The Tennessee Titans are reportedly putting their financial future on the line to win the Peyton Manning sweepstakes. Team hot as of late has been the Ohio Swimming and Diving squad. The Cats shattered 2 records, and after day 1 of the MAC championships, the ladies are about 70 points ahead of second place Buffalo, despite not winning any events on day 1. A win is a win, especially when it's your first win of the season. That's how the Lady Spartans felt last night after beating Wilson 40-39 in dramatic fashion. Alexander hit the road looking for revenge on a Golden Rockets team that beat them by 9 back in December. With just 6 seconds left and the score tied at 39, Spartan sophomore Marilyn Rankin drew a foul and the game couldn't have gotten any more tense. With less than a second left in overtime, Tanisha Benson sank a free throw. The Central States Collegiate Hockey League Cup sat in the lobby of Bird Reno all weekend. But the Ohio hockey team failed to keep it there. The Bobcats made an emotional run to Sunday's championship. The road to the Convo is oftentimes a long one, but for many area teams, a sectional title and a chance to play on the floor of Ohio University's Convocation Center is just a game away. 4 Tri-Valley Conference teams will hit the hardwood tonight for the first game of their postseason play. Just as the Pittsburgh Pirates had finally climbed back up to the 500 mark in June, something they haven't done since 2005, they get shut out by Arizona 2-0. The game was scoreless until the top of the 8th, but Diamondback Chris Young drove one deep down the line to left for a 2-run homer. The Buccos hope to even the record tonight against Arizona. In the American League, Detroit Tigers pitcher Justin Verlander pitched 8 strong innings and recorded a season-high 10 strikeouts.